I want to turn now to Ontario Premier Doug Ford. Thank you so much for joining me here, sir. We're waiting to hear what happened in that conversation we mentioned between President Trump and Justin Trudeau. Do you have any indication of what happened?
Not yet, but we'll find out shortly, and hopefully cooler heads prevail. You know, this is the last thing that Canada wants, and it should be the last thing that America wants. We're the two closest allies in the world, you know, closest friends in the world. And I think the only people that win is China. Why go after closest ally? I agree with both senators from Kentucky and Wisconsin. Great senators and great people. I absolutely love America. So do Canadians. And let's work together and build an AMCAN fortress.
And, sir, what was your reaction this morning to President Trump's decision to delay tariffs on Mexico, but not on Canada, at least not yet?
I was a little shocked because we're the U.S.'s #1 customer to 28 states. Ontario alone, we're the #1 export destination to 17 states and #2 to 11 other states. You know, when China's cutting the U.S. off on critical minerals, who has the critical minerals? Ontario, and the rest of Canada does. And energy, 60% of the energy is coming from Canada as well. If it goes up to a 25% tariff on oil, you're paying another 75 cents a gallon down there. And then inflation is going to happen on both sides if this moves forward, and people are going to be laid off. Interest rates will go up. This is an absolutely terrible idea. I don't want this to happen. I want to build the two strongest, most successful and prosperous two countries in the world if we stick together.
Now, President Trump says that he wants Canada's help to stop the flow of the dangerous drug fentanyl into the U.S. What leverage does Canada have here?
Well, I'm just going to give you the facts, the real numbers from the U.S. Border Patrol that we pulled out. Canada represents 0.001% of fentanyl compared to Mexico. And I think that's too much. Right off the hop, I think it's too much. But in saying that, 25,000 kilos of cocaine and heroin and opioids are coming from southern border into Canada, not to mention 95% of the illegal guns here that heinous crimes are committed are coming up from the U.S. My point is, let's work together. We're already working with the DEA. We're working with the U.S. Border Patrol, and let's tighten up the border. There's no doubt. But don't compare us to Mexico. It's night and day.
And, sir, I want to play something President Trump said today about Canadian exports. Let's listen.
We don't need them to make our cars. We don't need them to give us lumber. We don't need them for agricultural products because we have all the agriculture we need. They don't take our agricultural product for the most part, our milk and dairy, etc. A little bit they do, but not much. We take theirs. And as far as cars are concerned, they took in a big percentage, almost 19% of the market. And, you know, I wouldn't mind making our cars in the United States. So we have a problem there. I'd like to make our cars in the U.S. We don't need Canada to make our cars.
Sir, the Canadian economy is largely driven by exports to the U.S. So what's your response to that? Do you take him seriously when he suggests the U.S. doesn't need Canadian exports?
Well, I always take the president seriously, but there's facts. The facts are Ontario is a massive auto manufacturing province. And we ship back and forth these parts 7-8 times. The auto pack's been going since 1960s. So we import 1.3 million American-made cars. We export 1.3 million American cars, which 50% of the components on those cars that we export are American parts. It's very integrated. The supply chain is so tied up. You just can't turn a switch and turn it off. If that happens, auto plants in the U.S. will shut down. Auto plants in Canada will shut down. Again, let's focus, focus on China. That's the problem, not Canada. We're two great countries, and let's work together and build that AMCAN fortress. And it's just not accurate when he's saying we don't need Canadian anything from Canada. Well, let me tell you, 1.2 billion barrels a year go down to the U.S. That's 60% of your imported energy. High-grade nickel from Ontario, uranium for your nuclear weapons, all come from Canada. Our potash to keep your farmers going, 87% comes from Canada. Aluminum comes from Canada. So I could put the list on. I could go on for another hour. You have two options. We either battle this out, which does not make sense, and both countries will get hurt. There'll be layoffs in both countries, or let's work together and keep an eye on the real enemy, China.
Premier Ford, you said that Ontario will pull American liquor off the shelves. So the Premier of British Columbia called it a red state liquor ban. Is it an effective strategy to target your response on red states, especially when President Trump doesn't have to face voters again?
Well, Ontario is the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world. We buy 3,600 products from 35 states, and that's a total $1 billion, just Ontario. It's probably double or triple that across the country. But we can't be under attack and just roll over. Those are one of many tools that we have. That's the last thing I want to do. I want to work with the U.S. I love the Americans, and so do Canadians. Let's work together. This is totally unnecessary with all the problems going around in the world. Attack your closest ally and friend. And I've talked to many senators, many governors and congresspeople. Not one, Republican or Democrat, thinks Canada's a problem and thinks we should be attacking Canada. It's unprecedented. Shocking, actually.
Premier Doug Ford, thank you so much for your time, sir. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.